Hi guys, today is April 15th, 2018 in New Zealand, and I've taken a break for a few weeks to be with my grandkids, so I'm starting up again. So today we're talking about birth preparation and how fathers-to-be can see their role in helping their baby's mother prepare for the birth. Now we are talking to a large extent in this particular talk about women who are going to labor. If you're going to have a non-laboring cesarean, then what we want you to do is fully enjoy learning skills to prepare your body for birth, because all pregnant bodies are preparing to labor and have a vaginal birth with the hormonal changes and the changes in your body. So you can be as involved as any other woman, as you should be, any other father-to-be, in preparing for birth, learning skills, and learning the birth and birth coaching skills. But right now, for fathers-to-be, we're going to talk specifically about positions. So as I said in the description, once you understand birth as an exercise in plumbing, this is what guys taught me, object coming down through and out a container, you'll get a lot clearer about birth. So today we're going to talk about positions. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is positions. So when you look up at that top new position, if you got into that position, how open would you feel? And if you felt open as a man, you know that your partner will feel open. Now, if you were in that position but rotated your body more towards the chair, feel how the pelvis changes. And you can do that standing up as well as sitting down. Everything you do to help your partner get this big object out is to keep her open. And that's really important for you to understand. Then we have to talk a little bit about positions in birth. So in this position, the woman is in what's called a semi-recumbent position, and this was favored after women were told not to lie on their back, and we were given more of an option of how we could birth. But what happened is women then went into this position to birth their baby, and they compressed the sacrum. So guys, get hold of this. The baby needs to move through the pelvis, and it is the sacrum that they're trying to push out and back. So if the woman's sitting on the sacrum, she is actually impeding the ability of the baby to come down and then rotate around the pubic bone and come out the vagina. So you need to understand that, and once you do, it's simple, and you'll help her find modified positions that help her not to be on her sacrum. Another position that women get into during labor, particularly because they want to ease off the pain, is to get into a hands, knees position. But what that does to your baby is it tends to push their head back like this, which means that a wider part of their head is coming through the pelvis, and it drops their body down because it sags down with the belly. That makes sense. So this position does ease off labor because it makes labor less progressive. And when it's less progressive, it is your baby telling its mother that it's not in a right position, or it's compressing the space, or there's tension inside. And as a father, if you can see these things and learn to hear whether a labor contraction is progressing, it will start, go up, have a peak, come down, go away, and that's a progressive contraction. The baby's saying everything's fine inside, or it starts, goes up, and then plateaus, and you'll be able to hear that. And then it goes away. And if that happens, that is telling you as a father-to-be that either the mother is in a position in which the baby can't align well to the inlet, like the picture of the woman on all fours, or her body is compressing the space, like the woman sitting on her sacrum, or there's tension inside her body and she's not open, like the woman holding onto the chair. So as a dad, once you see birth as an exercise in plumbing and understand this relationship between object and container, you will be a wonderful, wonderful birth coach. So we hope you will go to the Udemy Pregnancy Academy Fathers-to-be courses for this particular period, this third phase of pregnancy, and we hope you'll also go to our birthingbetter.org website, where you can have an online course that will teach you all these practical skills to use for every birth. See you again. Bye-bye.